Truly. He will not let anybody into his apartment, not even his own niece. All that junk he is collecting, it is a fire trap. He could hurt himself and other people, namely me. He needs your help, doctor. Yesterday he wanted a yo-yo by 6 o'clock, and last week, pieces of broken dolls. Heads, arms, legs. Please do something, doctor. Please, for his sake and ours, of course. His bell does not work. Dr. Jeremy Sinclair stood patiently, listening to the torrent of complaints. He adjusted his glasses, his expression one of professional, albeit weary, concern. Mrs. Milligan, I think he has disconnected it. Down there in the basement, he murmured, pointing toward the stairs. Oh, thank you, she breathed. But the moment was interrupted by the sudden opening of the door. An old man, blinking in the hallway light, poked his head out. Thanks anyway, Mr. Pilchick, the old man chirped, his eyes gleaming with a strange intensity. But I already found a brass thimble. The doctor stepped forward, offering a polite, practiced smile. You are not Mr. Pilchick, the old man noted, his head tilting like a curious bird. I am Dr. Jeremy Sinclair. May I talk to you, Mr. Pilchick? Some other time, perhaps, the old man said, already retreating. I have to look for a doll's head. One old man, existing in a private world of irrational urgencies, was, for Dr. Jeremy Sinclair, an all too common sight. But Edgar Witherspoon was a most uncommon old man, possessed of a secret that reached out to the four corners of the earth. A reality that the good doctor was about to stumble into. The doctor followed him into the room, his eyes widening at the chaotic beauty of the space. Your niece, she worries about you, Sinclair began, his voice calm. She is a very nice woman, so tell her not to worry, Edgar replied, bustling about, his hands moving with precise, jittery energy. See, a simple solution. Thanks for coming. It has been a pleasure meeting you, but I have to get on with my work. Your work? I bet you would like to know what it is, would you not? Yes, Sinclair answered, his curiosity piqued. Wrong answer, Edgar chuckled, searching through a box of odds and ends. You see a doll's head here anywhere? You mean like that? Sinclair pointed to a shelf. Too big, also brunette. I need blonde, and I need it in 5 minutes. And what for? You want Santa Barbara to fall into the ocean? Then stand aside, sir. Stand aside. The old man moved with a frantic, rhythmic grace. Woo-hoo! He cheered, grabbing a small, blonde doll head from a hidden drawer. Just in the nick of time. No time to lose. Mr. Witherspoon, the doctor tried to interject, but Edgar was already moving, his hands working a complex mechanism of wires and springs. I am sorry, I should not be rude. You have come all this way to see me. May I come in? And it was so nice, a pleasure meeting you. Tell my niece hello. Now, if you will excuse me, I have got to stop the shaking in Santa Barbara. The doctor left, bewildered and unsettled. On his way out, Edgar called after him, Mr. Witherspoon, on your way out, could you dump this? Good afternoon, doctor. Outside, the air felt crisp, but the weight of the encounter lingered. Did you see Uncle Edgar? The niece asked, her eyes searching the doctor's face. Yes, this morning, he replied. Well, I could not exactly call it a long conversation, but long enough to realize that he is. Absolutely, she finished for him. On the other hand, Mr. Witherspoon appears happy and like harmless. Harmless? He pesters strangers on the street. He runs after garbage trucks. That is far from harmless, she insisted, her voice trembling. Somebody saw him take a baby's bottle out of its carriage. I am afraid he will get arrested next time. Doctor, I will sign anything, cooperate in any way All right, maybe I will have another chat with him. A longer one. See if Did you hear that? What? There was something about Sorry, it was nothing. I do not know what I was thinking. I will call you as soon as I can. The doctor returned a week later, the weight of the mystery pulling him back like a magnet. Activity could be a problem. Acid rain is affecting the northern lakes even more than scientists, he muttered, trying to keep a clinical distance, but the surroundings were too bizarre. Mr. Witherspoon, go away. I am not home. The voice came from behind the wood. It is Dr. Sinclair. I was here last week. You remember? Sorry, I was not home last week either, Edgar replied. Mr. Witherspoon, I could legally force you to open this door to me. Is that what you want? You are a curious one. Odd, you mean? I mean nosy. I am paid to be nosy. Curious, really? Do you not think that is odd? Most people are curious for nothing. That is very nice for you. Are the hours good? Mr. Witherspoon, why do you collect dolls' heads, shoes, paperclips? I cannot afford Rembrandts, Edgar quipped. What? Oh no. Oh no. As usual, it has been lovely. Please do not call again. I may have to. The next time it might not be so lovely, you understand what I mean, Mr. Witherspoon. Wouldn't you rather invite me in of your own free will? You must. You must. Be very, very careful where you walk. The door creaked open, revealing a room that seemed to vibrate with hidden energy. How is it, Cloushade? It is very interesting, Mr. Witherspoon, the doctor replied, his voice barely a whisper. What is it? This? Yes. This is the only thing that keeps the world from going poof. Now, let me understand you clearly, Mr. Witherspoon, the doctor said, wiping sweat from his brow. You say that this is what keeps the world from going poof. And it is not easy. Most things are nearly impossible to find. Where would you look for a skate key? Oh, I cannot imagine. I found one, though. You think that is crazy? Well, you would not by any chance have a business card, would you? Oh yes, of course. That was an easy one. Well, I will not take up any more of your time. I have seen more than enough. I used to be an engineer, Edgar explained, sitting down amidst the clutter. Earned lots of money. Then I retired. Worst mistake I ever made. Life was so damned boring. And then the voice spoke to me. Oh, you also hear voices. You too? Please tell me about it. I was sitting in the park one day, feeding the pigeons, and suddenly, there it was, the voice. Edgar, it said, have you ever been to England? Oh yes, why? No, that is what the voice asked me. Edgar, it said, in the heart of Big Ben. There is a pendulum that tells the clock how fast to tick. At the bottom of the pendulum, on top of the big weight, there is a stack of pennies. Every so often, they take one off. The clock speeds up. Or they put one on. The clock slows down. The pennies change the balance just a little, but enough to keep the whole mechanism running perfectly. So what you have here is some kind of clock. Of course not. Why would I build a clock? $3, any drugstore, does not lose 10 seconds in a year. Anyway, the voice said, Edgar, the world is a funny place. Little wars here, big wars there, volcanoes going off, storms, tornadoes, a terrific amount of noise and bother. You have to build something that will keep the world from going too far, maybe even going poof. What the pennies do for Big Ben, this does for the world. Who do you think it is who is speaking to you? Well, sometimes I think it is God, and then I think, no, God would have a deeper voice. Would you care for a prune, doctor? Oh no, thank you. I was just leaving. But you have just arrived. Oh, careful. I have no idea how the thing works. All I know is that the voice tells me what it needs and I get it. Goodbye, Mr. Witherspoon. You keep up the good work. We could call it a sculpture. Would that make my niece happy? What? Oh no. If you happen to run across an old tuba, would you bring it by? I need it in 2 hours. Cynthia, do not do this to me, the doctor implored. Uncle Edgar, please. It is just for 3 days while they observe you. It is too long. It has to be maintained, kept in balance. Mr. Witherspoon,